Well, it's nice to be back after a few weeks away. Nothing weird going on, just been extremely busy doing other things and not had a chance to knock up a video. In this one, I'm going back to something I filmed at the beginning of October, still shutting things down for the winter here. It was at the time of Storm Amy, so that would have put it about Friday the 3rd of October, I think. Yeah, and as well as carrying on shutting things down, I was messing around with a new camera I got, this space age looking thing, and this is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I got the creator combo, which comes with a few useful accessories, quite a space age looking thing. And here's a little tip for you. These are quite expensive. These were 600 quid more. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I got it as a refurbished unit, which just means someone's bought it and returned it. It came packaged as if it was brand new. They check everything's working and it still gets the same warranty as a brand new one, except it's about 250 quid cheaper. So if you're after some new stuff from DJI, look at that, refurbished options. So yeah, this is a space age looking thing. It comes with a clip-on mic. I'll just take that off there, which is magnetic and wireless. As soon as it's on, it connects to this camera. I'll just close that. There's a magnetic sheath that comes with it, and in there you've got a wide angle lens that came as part of the creator kit, and a little place there for, I think that's for another lens you can get, which I didn't get. It didn't come with a creator kit. And you get this extension here which charges it as well and helps you connect to the computer. It's got its own little tripod stand, and watch this when I turn it on. I'll face it to you so you can see what it does. So there you go, it's got its own gimbal to keep the lens straight, and come out of that, and you can flick the lens that way so you can shoot in 16:9 or 9:16 for YouTube shorts, etc. And now it shuts itself down. But I'm not doing a review on this camera because there's plenty of them all over YouTube. I might go in more in depth on it in a future date, but for now, let's just crack on and get things shut down for the winter. Well, we just survived Storm Amy over the weekend, and we were lucky we didn't really have any damage. But it did stop me from doing anything out here, trying to get things ready for the winter, which is where I was on one of my recent videos. So I'm not saying it's the next video now that we're doing, but yeah, we were quite lucky, unlike the people of Ireland and Scotland. And today it's given us a surprise sunny day, so I'm going to carry on getting things ready for the winter, getting things winterized and all shut down. And today I'm going to try and get the cover off this gazebo. Remember what it's called? The temporary Alzheimer's has disappeared. So I've got the top piece off already. I'm going to get the rest of this canvas off now. Hopefully I won't have to move the table and chairs to do it. So let's get stuck into that, because that'll just get ruined during the winter. The rain and the wind will wreck it. It'll get torn, it'll get green and mouldy. So we'll get that all down and bagged away. Right, so as you can see behind me, we have now got the canvas roofing off the gazebo. Yeah, it's all off, and it's all packed away in polythene bags inside that bunker over there. And what I did with the cushions are on these seats, I think there's 3 per seat. I put them all in large wheelie bin bags, sealed them up tight. They'll go back under there, as you can see on this side, and then I'll be putting the canvas cover over the whole lot. What you want? You're going to tell me? Another day, and well, we're nearly at the end of this day. The light's starting to go, and been out all day, and it's bin day tomorrow. The gardening bin is not quite full, and I'm not having that. As soon as we pay for it, it's going out there for collection full. So another little job that needs doing before the winter sets in is chopping this bush down that's by the front door. I've no idea what it is, but it comes up lovely every year with some nice big flowers on it, so that needs doing. and it shouldn't take long because I've part way done it already. To do this, I'll be using the trusty old Einhell hedge trimmers. I've had these since the pandemic thing in 2020, whatever that was about. And as mentioned, the battery operated Einhell hedge trimmers, and they're just amazing. And they're going as good as when they were brand new. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with this before all the light goes, because it's starting to go already, and it might not look like it to you on this super duper camera, but it is. Well, the bin is there and it's full, and the bush was there and now it's not. That's that done, and it's just starting to go dark. It might not look like it with this camera, but it is, and I think it's trying to rain as well, so that's enough titting about for another day. And time to retire back to the shed, I think. Probably have a brew, yeah. Oh, just got to put the tools away as well. Only the hedge trimmer and my gloves. And then back to shed, sweet shed. So let's get a brew going, eh? Let's get this gas connected up. Well, look at that sky. Can we zoom in on it? I think I just did that. Oh, no, hang on. Wow. I didn't know you could do that. My God, look at that. That's everything dismantled, sort of, you know, ready for the winter, all put away. Now, usually, I wrap all the garden furniture, mainly just the table underneath the gazebo, in some tarpaulin like this stuff. Some of this type of tarpaulin here. If you see my wrapping at the table, I think I do quite well, but it's the main reason I'm not allowed to wrap the Christmas presents anymore. But this year, I've got a lot more furniture to cover up, ready for the winter. We've got a table that was kindly given to us by a neighbour, and a settee, you know, a garden settee thing. Now, I thought I do okay-ish with the table normally, but the settee is going to be quite a bit of a challenge, and I didn't really fancy it. So I decided to get some proper covers, and I looked on Temu, and I can't believe what a bargain they were. And yeah, let's have a look. So this is the sort of thing I ended up with. They've got like underneath, there's like a silver backing, and they feel pretty good quality, and they've all got tie holes, tie pieces and clips for the legs to keep everything together. So I got one for that table. There's a lucky Chinese cat, come on, bring some luck. And here's the settee that I didn't fancy wrapping. All I had to do was measure everything a couple of times just to make sure I wasn't going to mess up. And then I went for a bit of a size bigger just to make sure they were going to cover things. Let's have a look at the gazebo one. And this is the same sort of thing. Nice, good quality thing. Not mega thick, but thick enough. Silver on the other side, I don't know what that does. And they've got these straps that go around the legs and clips. Just been chopping up a load of kindling. Made sure I had the magic gloves out, because you know how it goes. Your wife or your girlfriend looks out the window, you look busy when you got your magic gloves on. Not a bad amount of kindling for a half hour's work. Nice bag full there, that'll keep us going for a few nights. I think it's time to retire to the shed for a cuppa and get the heater on. Well, nice to be in the shed in the warmth. I've got the paraffin heater on here, really good. Oh, it's starting to get warm. It's gone really cold now, the winter's really kicked in. We're at the beginning of, well, the very end of November. The second half of the video was filmed about the middle, back end of October, because that's when all the new covers for the garden furniture arrived from Temu. By the way, I'm very happy with them. The whole lot cost me 30 quid. I think the smallest one was about 7 quid, and the others, I don't know, roughly round about a tenner. All told, it cost me 30 quid, which I think, for those 3 covers for the garden furniture, that's brilliant. The whole lot was filmed using my new DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera, which I'm really happy with. Couple of reasons I got this. One, it's great for filming shorts. I don't have to mess around too much with my Sony ZV-1 camera, which I love that camera. Great camera. Never get rid of that. And this is just another part of me filming kit that I've managed to get together. Very professional stuff. This is great, like I say, for doing shorts for YouTube. It's also very good in low light filming, as you're going to see in a bit. And just like the Sony ZV-1 is. So yeah, and it's great the way this wireless mic automatically connects. The camera detects that it's switched on and it's a DJI product and they connect automatically. But like I said, this video's not about the camera. So yeah, things are going nicely now, pretty well shut down. I think the only thing I've really got left to do now is, excuse me, clear the stove out and the chimney, and I think I might leave that till after Christmas. I don't know. I'll do that in January. Let's have a think about it. Anyway, time to go indoors now. Kind of spooky dark, so let's go in. Gazebo lights are still working anyway. What's the sky like? Still amazes me how much this thing can see in the dark.
No, that.
Oh, somebody come in.
You got something to tell me? Have you? Have you filled out your paperwork for your treats? Have you got sheet 1? Sheet 1? Come on, that's it. Sheet 2. Sheet 2, don't shortchange me now. Sheet 1. Sheet 2. Good, clever boy.